here with us today is Mr. Bunchai Pantura Amporn, Chief Executive Officer of Sabina Public Company Limited. สวัสดีค่ะ Sabina has exported your lingerie products to the ASEAN region, ASEAN countries already. And which country you distributed your products to?
We start to sales to Singapore as a first country because we see Singapore as a window of the ASEAN. And after that we go to Myanmar, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia and Malaysia. Yes.
Could you please tell us step by step the process of exporting to the ASEAN market just for SME who would like to do the same thing?
Okay. Actually, we are the main production of the lingerie and we produce for export market under the other people brand in France, in UK and USA for I think almost 20 years. And since the Thai baht getting stronger and stronger, that means we don't have any appreciation on the export under the other people brand. So we shift ourselves to make our domestic brand, which is in fact the domestic brand is about 20% in the past 3 years, and 80% is of the capacity is almost making for the OEM business. But today, within these 3 years, we switch the two portion, 80% as a brand and 20% left for the export market. Then when we have the brand, we believe that the ASEAN, as we are the new community in the next 4 years, right? The market of AEC will start. It's the great opportunity that we can make it easier for the business to sell to people under the same region, no matter the price, the tax. We don't have any tax to the people who buy from us. Will don't have to pay tax, and also the size set, the fitting of the body, because this is the innerwear. Yes. And when we go to each country, the process that this come to your question. Yeah. The process that we start is to looking for the information. Who is the buyer, the main buyer? Who is the department store? Or where people buy lingerie in those countries, where we get the information. The information we get it from the embassy of the country that we go, and also the Thai embassy in those countries, for example, in Vietnam. Yeah. When we get this information, sometimes you are lucky, when you see someone who very alert and really help you. But some of the country you don't find this kind of people. But the second way is we learn from the big company that they went to those countries before. Let's say Poon Cement Thai,
the SCG.
SCG, yeah, the SCG and TSCPF. They are willing to help as we are tied together to give you the knowledge. They tell you who is the good lawyer that if you want to set up the company, and who is the good distributor. They can recommend the banking and even the consumer behavior in those countries. Yes, this is an easy way, and no cost.
Okay. Lingerie products are, I would say, women's best friends, and each woman has different sizes or tastes or preferences. I mean, and each countries in ASEAN region also, so varieties. So how do you respond to the need of every single woman in the ASEAN region?
Actually, within Thailand, we also have the different kind of the brassiere. There is no one brassiere suitable for all women. Even within the same country, we have some for the A cup and some for the people who just finished the surgery and want to keep the shape, or the kid wear. When we go to the other country, what we do is we send all kinds of product to test for the first 3 months or 6 months at least, and then we will find out that which item that they sell well, Actually, this is simple, and it's a simple logic that every business person should do. And then we will find out that, okay, this part is better than this category you sell well and sell better than the other. Then we discuss with the distributor also and see the market. We still not really do the survey or anything, but this is a simple way that we do, two-way.
What about the consumer behaviors? Do like women in Singapore and have like the same styles with like the women in Cambodia, or could you like elaborate at that point?
Yes. For example, I would say that when we have the kid product, but we don't sell well in Singapore, but we sell well in Burma. Maybe the population in Singapore and the aging, the aging society, and less people who have kids nowadays. But in those countries like in Vietnam and in Burma, they still have a lot of kids. Then the kid product sell well in this country. For the high price or the premium product, we sell well in Singapore rather than in Burma. Yes, and we find out, if we go deep down, the cup size of the women also different. In Vietnam, we can sell. We have a product called Doom Doom. When we talk about Doom Doom, the name is already tell you that when you wear Doom Doom, you have a good looking good. You look good when you wear the outerwear together. We sell this Doom Doom well in Burma, but we don't sell well in Vietnam.
So you mean
they are different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I go to take a look or keep an eye on the lady on the street. No, but the figure of the stock and the sales figure, they tell us something about this. Yes.
Okay. Well, what were like the challenges or the difficulties you faced when you like exporting your products?
The difficulty, the challenges is the distributor. Yeah, we need to learn the distributor on two parts. One part is the marketing concept. Do they have the real market oriented or not? Or some of them, they are really sales oriented. For example, if we have one who are really focused on the sales, then they keep on negotiate the price from you. When they want to do the upper market in those countries, they will ask for the advertising fee, which is they go different part. If you start with low market, it's very difficult to go up, even though you put how much money you put on the marketing part or advertising just to bring the brand up. So the real important one is you have to learn your partner very well, that how they will start, and also your sales, your brand as a region brand. We have to keep the concept of the brand that we want and find the right person who have the same understanding, the same, same speaking, same understanding to do the business. Yeah, if they still keep, low price and sell on the vendor on the street, but if you want to have a shop, it's go contrary, it's go opposite, then you will not work. The second one is the financial status. We have to know that the partner, they really have enough, or they are big enough to expand in the future or not. Sometimes we get the right one, the good person in a few years. But once we want to expand to the bigger sales, in the future, we faced before, they don't have enough money to run the business. That means the cash flow is very important. We have this experience before. So from the beginning, when you find someone, you have to openly talk to them and ask for the balance sheet and their company, financial status to show us. Yes.